Vikings defense, after a long summer, getting ready to go for the first time here in the preseason. And the one we'll be watching is this man at corner.
And as he begins his career here, I was wondering, did his parents have an extra room at the house for all the awards he won? Because he was truly the best at his position in college. But now we're all wondering, can the he showed there, can the leadership that he showed there, can it translate to the NFL? I believe it can.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 1. Going to run with Madison again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Minnesota defense getting set to defend this next drive. They've had the upper hand so far in this first half of play, working with a good lead already as they look to defend this first down. Now Minshew. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment. Whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly
Yellow. Right side. Yellow, yellow. Right side. Yellow. Right side. Get up! Oh, ready? Yellow! Right side! Yellow! Right side! Ready! Next one! Shot! Ready! Ready, shot! Shot! I don't need to. Right side! Yellow! Right side! Right! Right side!
The Vikings defense ready to go here in the Sunday night opener to this new season. And the one we'll be watching is this man at corner.
And he was highly decorated in college, a big-time award winner, but also a team leader. He's come right in and impressed everyone around him and looks more than ready to be an impact player right away. Great maturity, great poise, and great physicality.
Cadence, lock in the cadence.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Half 88, half 88, half 88. Out we go. Out we go.
Now Jones. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Viking defense back out for this next drive. They're in a somewhat unenviable position here to start the drive with the ball already up near midfield.
Half jumbo, half jumbo. Apple, apple, apple. Out we go.
Throwing Jones. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Half 18.
Back to throw. Jones. Under pressure, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. The Minnesota defense getting set to defend this next drive. They lead 7-0, trying to put a stop together here.
Half 18, half 18. Out we go.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Okay, here we go. Out we go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones over the middle, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Half jumbo, half jumbo. Out we go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
The Viking defense back out for this next drive. Their guys have the lead here in this first half.
Here we go, hey. Up and go.
In motion goes the tight end. This one is Slayton over the middle. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face a third down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Up and go.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he fends him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
The Minnesota defense getting set to defend this next drive. They're going to need to bear down a bit with this drive beginning all the way out past the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Up and go.
Jones throwing to start the drive. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, Jones. And his pass incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
26.
Back to throw. Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, a quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap.
Okay,
now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1. The Viking defense back out for this next drive. They'll play with a lead here to begin this 3rd quarter. Looking for another solid half of football to carry them to victory.
from its annual home of Indianapolis, Indiana. Welcome, everybody, to the 2024 NFL Scouting Combine. I'm Kate Scott. He's getting ready, down into his stance, and here we go.
We expected him to test very well here, and he did not disappoint. That's one of the best times we'll see today.
Next up, the all-important test of strength for a future NFLer. It's chest day, baby. Turn on the bench press.
That's a nice show of strength from the young man. That's a good number for him. It should impress a lot of these scouts.
Well, every football fan knows this. Explosiveness and agility are so important at every position. And now we're going to see how much he has of both here in the broad jump.
Well, that mark certainly much shorter than we were all expecting. He really didn't get the explosion he needed in that leap.
All right, it is time for the fastest event of the Combine. It's a showcase of how well you can change direction. It's the 20-yard shuttle.
That is such an excellent mark right there, and there's no doubt that he's got the quickness and the change of direction to thrive on an NFL field.
Well, we've seen what type of an athlete he can be. Now let's get him out there and see how he handles an NFL route tree.
Here we go, here we go. Better than me. Got it. Check go. Push through. Let's go. Hut, hut. We're almost there. A little more. Ready. Hut. What was that?
There were some highlights from that performance, no question, but I'm not sure he answered all the questions or checked all the boxes that some of these scouts had with that kind of showing.
All right, that wraps up the 2024
It's week 1 of the 2024 season, and we've got a rematch of last year's AFC Championship game. It's the Ravens and the Chiefs under the lights on Thursday night.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And that means we get to see this exciting rookie from Colorado.
This is one of those moments, Kate, I can remember back when, 1999. My chance to make my NFL debut, and I know exactly what's going through his mind. Hey, young buck, remember to breathe and enjoy these few seconds, because once he lines up and that first snap's away, that moment will disappear, and it will be replaced by the expectations that come with being a first-round pick.
First down throw for Jackson. Launches one deep downfield. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Lamar off the play fake. He's trying to go deep again. Brought in inside the 20. And he'll go down here at the 16. They get 35 out of that one. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. But they couldn't take away that big old tight end.
The Ravens headed back out on offense as we get a look at their receiver. First down, here's Lamar. He throws a bullet to this big game downfield. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 38 out of the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. They go play fake with Jackson. He's looking deep once again. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. As soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Play fake. Jackson. He's loaded another one up. And he's there to send that one away. Incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Play action now with Jackson. And once again, they can't connect. Trying to find his tight end. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to... and start slowing down. On 1st down, Jackson has the open man downfield.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. And this offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field. We give to Henry on the inside handoff. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. They don't get anything on 1st, and now they face 2nd and 15. Another run for Henry. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. It's going to be 2 on the pickup, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 13.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good... Too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Backed up in the end zone. Jackson. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing again from their own end zone now. It's out. That's a live ball. Bouncing near the goal.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
It's week 1 of the NFL, and we've got a rematch of last year's AFC Championship game. It's the Ravens and the Chiefs on Thursday night.
The Ravens offense set to go here in the return to football game, the season opening Thursday night matchup. And the one to watch is going to be this man, their rookie wide receiver.
And there's pressure on every rookie in the NFL, but when you're a first-round pick, there's a little extra pressure that comes along with it. And the expectation is you're going to come in and be a big-time contributor right from the beginning and eventually become a franchise pillar in the long term. We know he's got the raw talent. Now, can he prove it over long haul?
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Now he can exhale. His season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now a 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson, he's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Ravens are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Play action. Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
They go play action with Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The Ravens offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a 2nd defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. To throw is Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Jackson. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. Now he's into the clear again, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. Now with his third touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Visitors offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. Now Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. Finding space at the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Jackson now. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. Here's Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
That is caught. He will have the first down and a bit more. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 49 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This offense and their wideout headed back onto the field. And you take a look at the numbers, not much to complain about on that ledger. He has been terrific to this point in the proceedings. Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 77 yards. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Now it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. And now it is official. That last catch is going to vault him past Flipper Anderson's mark of 336 receiving yards in one game. It's a record, folks, that has stood since 1989, but it has now been broken. In motion left, Bateman. From the gun, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made down at the 33. It's a pickup of 6. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. In motion left, Flowers. Throwing is Jackson. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. The short throw caught by Andrews. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Ravens are able to add on to that lead. And that touchdown is going to put him in a class all by himself. His 6th receiving touchdown of this one. the most by one player in one game in the history of the National Football League. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Let's go. Return it.
Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Wanna quit? Already.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll look to throw here on first down. A short throw caught by Andrews. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up to the 32. In motion left, Bateman. Again, Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And they'll send the tight end in motion. To throw again on second down. Jackson. Open man, that's Henry. There's the stiff arm. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Off play action. Jackson. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Ravens are pouring it on. Yet another trip to the end zone, and that last one, a bit of history. He has now broken the NFL record for most receiving touchdowns in a single game. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. And this will set them up nicely deep down at KC territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 60 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And that last touchdown pass not only put 6 points on the board, It also puts his name into the record books for the most touchdown passes in a single game. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
Forward.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. 60 yards. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. They go play action here on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now he's loose again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were...
It got his man complete. There he goes again, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And now here come the Ravens. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year always a special one, and I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And this one features the Ravens. Burner at wide receiver. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Ravens and the Raiders, and it comes
well, the
your way
Skies certainly
next
aren't cooperating,
on EA
Bronx, but for a lot of the... First snap, and Lamar's going to throw. They connect on the deep shot. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead right away. Almost feel bad for those fans who went to get food before finding their seats here, Brock. While they're waiting in line, got a touchdown on the first play from scrimmage.
And I got a sense a few of them were scooting towards the tunnel to see what the roar was all about.
Yep.
Just like this guy scooted for the explosive touchdown.
The Ravens and their wide receivers set for this next possession. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. Not even 2 minutes in, Brock, and they've already got 2 touchdowns up on that scoreboard.
Okay, even by the standard the elite offense set every season, this is some incredibly fast-paced scoring to begin a game. They got off the bus ready to roll full speed from the start.
Pistol snap to Jackson. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. That 100-yard mark, it's as coveted by receivers as it is by running backs. And he's now reached it with that last catch. They have themselves another 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. First down throw for Jackson. And no look there. That throw falls to the ground.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Throwing again is Lamar. That's taken in by Henry. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Gets this one to Andrews. A lot of mess on the move here. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 20-zip lead. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical.
First down, here's Lamar. Finds his man, it's Rashad Bateman. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. All right, all set up now, 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They motion the tight end over. On 1st down, Jackson. Andrews with the catch. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Lamar throwing again. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
He has the 1st over the middle. Touchdown, Baltimore. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. He puts everything behind this one. Big gain downfield. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens boat racing them to the halftime locker room. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Lamar off the play fake. He lets one fly deep downfield. And not a great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so second down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Play action. Here's Jackson. He's trying another one deep. That's complete inside the 35. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. Play action now with Jackson. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens push their lead further to start the half. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Now Jackson off the play action. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens piling onto the scoreboard yet again. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
They go play fake with Jackson. He puts some power on a deep one left. He's got it deep downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
So what began at their own 20, Brock, all of a sudden is inside the other 20. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Now it's Lamar. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball. With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down come.
DC, ready? DC.
Play fake, Jackson. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up. Throwing now, off play action. And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. They're going play action. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0.